Hey guys, today I'm trying out a new set location. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. This is actually the dining room table and I'm sitting down on the job. But as you can see, the kitchen is behind me and the sink is right in the middle of the counter. So it's a little bit difficult to film in the same location that I filmed in our last place. For some reason, someone thought it was a good idea to put the sink in the middle of the counter. It's great for when you're watching TV while you're doing the dishes, but not so great when you're baking and filming a video. So we're going in front of the kitchen to the dining room table. You know, relaxed vibe. I kind of like it. Let me know if you like it. We'll see how it goes. You know, maybe I can't bake while sitting down. That's something we're going to find out today. Anyway, today we are going to make some brownies from the Brownie cookbook. If you haven't seen this before, check out my video on my favorite baking sources. This one is included. It is a book entirely of brownies and a little bit of blondies. And the one that we're going to make today is one that I've actually never made before, so we'll see how it goes. It is a flourless yet fudgy brownie. Ooh. So this recipe is gluten-free, which is a big thumbs up for anyone who has a gluten allergy out there. So I have preheated the oven to 350 degrees and I have greased and lined my square baking pan. So we're ready to bake. We're gonna need 10 ounces of chocolate. This box is 8 ounces. Luckily I have another box in my baking cupboard, so I will grab 2 more ounces from that box. But we're just going to break the chocolate up into this heat-proof bowl with 1.5 sticks of butter. So that's 3/4 of a cup of butter. Yes, 3/4 of a cup of butter. And put this in the microwave and melt it. And this is bittersweet chocolate, so you definitely do not want to eat it on its own. I'm going to throw this in the microwave now in 20-second increments, just like always when we're melting butter and chocolate together. And after about a minute, I should have some melted chocolate. Once it's out of the microwave, you just want to stir it until it's entirely melted. And roll up the sleeves. I just started watching The Crown last week. It is so good. There is a scene where Prince Philip has his butt showing, and it is the best butt that I've ever seen on TV. Like, man and woman. He had the perfect bubble butt. It was so cute. I cannot stop thinking about it. Once the chocolate is melted, add the cocoa. And the recipe actually says to sift the cocoa in. So if you're reading a recipe, if it says 1/2 cup of cocoa sifted, it means that you measure first and then you sift into the mix. If it says 1/2 cup of sifted cocoa, then you want to sift the cocoa while you're measuring. Just a little tip. Sifting it makes it smooth out a little bit. It gets rid of all the clumps. So I've beaten 4 eggs with a whisk. You can also use a hand mixer if you have one. And you're going to want to use a separate bowl that is quite large because you will be adding the chocolate mixture to this mixture. Next, we're going to add the sugar to the eggs and whisk until apparently the batter is double in volume. So we'll see how long that takes. It's quite thick. It's actually very difficult to stir, especially sitting down. This is where I need the leverage of standing up. Maybe I'll stand up? Yeah, you're okay with that? I'm just gonna set this aside quickly because I don't want to fold the chocolate mixture until my nuts are ready. So what you'll wanna do is grab some pecans or walnuts and chop them up. You'll need 1 cup of chopped nuts of your choosing. Now you're going to take the chocolate and pour it in. Get rid of the spoons that you don't need. We have way too many utensils in this bowl. Fold the chocolate mixture into the egg mixture. It's very runny. Looks like marble cake. It does thicken up a little bit as you stir it. Now add the nuts. Pour the batter into the prepared pan. Look at that. This should take between 25 and 30 minutes to bake, so I'm going to throw them in the oven right now, and I'll check back in with you soon. The brownies were in the oven for 25 minutes, and then I left them for 10 minutes until now. So now they are ready to come out of the pan. Here they are. Pretty good. This is it. Look at that. It looks really fudgy. It's got a bit of a crispy top. They're sort of like the Guinness brownies that I made, but a little less crispy. They smell very rich. I'm actually gonna cut this into a smaller piece because that's how rich they smell. Very, very fudgy. And definitely best if accompanied by something like milk, even though I don't like milk. Really great texture. They're not at all fluffy and not at all cakey. Next time I would probably use walnuts over pecans just because I prefer the taste of walnuts with chocolate than I do pecans, but the pecans work pretty well too. It's all your preference. Use peanuts if you want, I don't care. This is definitely not a recipe for someone who likes a very sweet brownie. They are not at all sweet. They just have a subtle hint of sweetness to them. They're sort of like tasting very dark chocolate, but in a brownie. So if you prefer chocolate that is 70% or higher, then you're gonna love this recipe. But if you're a milk chocolate fan, you might not. I like all kinds of chocolate, so I'm covered with this one. You would not even realize that there was no flour in this. It holds together really well. I'm excited to serve it tonight. So that's everything for this video. Let me know if you like the new setup. If you don't, I will try another option, but you know, as you can see, we're sort of running out of settings for these videos. So I really hope that you like this one. It was actually pretty cool to sit down and bake. I kind of like it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Thursday. Have a great day and happy baking.